Today on Soccer Spender, we're taking a break from the boardroom and jumping straight into the beautiful chaos of the pitch, where emotions, legacy, and trophies collide. It was a wild clash at the Emirates. Arsenal and Crystal Palace locked horns in a showdown that had goals, grit, and just enough drama to leave fans from both sides with their hearts in their mouths. A 2-2 draw might not sound earth-shattering, but oh, the stories within this scoreline. Absolute gold. Arsenal, hungry to keep their title hopes alive, came in strong. They dominated early possession, playing their signature brand of slick, one-touch football. Martin Odegaard pulled the strings with his usual wizardry, and it didn't take long before the Gunners found their rhythm. Bukayo Saka, ever the bright spark, darted in from the right, linking beautifully with Jesus, before placing the ball in the bottom corner. 1-0 to Arsenal, and the Emirates was bouncing. But Crystal Palace? They weren't there to roll over. This team has grit, heart, and a fearless mentality under Oliver Glasner. Eberechi Eze was the spark plug they needed. Gliding past defenders like they were ghosts, he equalized with a curling beauty from the edge of the box. You could feel the energy shift. Then came the moment that turned the match on its head. A defensive mishap from Arsenal, and suddenly Jean-Philippe Mateta found himself with space and time. He buried it. 2-1 to Palace. Silence at the Emirates. Mikel Arteta's men were stunned. But champions, true champions, dig deep. In the 88th minute, up stepped Declan Rice. A towering header from a corner, power, precision, and pure emotion behind it. The Emirates erupted. 2-2, and a point rescued. It might not be 3 points, but that goal could mean everything come the end of the season. Now, while Arsenal were clashing swords with Palace, over in Leicester, a chapter was quietly closing, one that defined a generation. Jamie Vardy. The name that echoes with every underdog story ever told in football. The man who rose from non-league obscurity to become a Premier League champion, a Golden Boot winner, and the beating heart of that miraculous 2015-16 Leicester City title run. Today, the club announced that Vardy will leave at the end of the season. This isn't retirement, says Vardy. But it is the end of an era. I'm gutted that this day has come, he said, emotions clearly weighing heavy on his words. But I think the timing is right, and you can't help but feel a lump in your throat. He wasn't just a player, he was a movement. A reminder that with hard work, passion, and an eye for goal sharper than a butcher's knife, you can defy every odd and still come out on top. Think about this. From Fleetwood Town to firing goals against Manchester United and Arsenal. From part-time football to full-blown legend. And he never lost that hunger. Never lost that edge. Vardy leaves behind a legacy, a statue-worthy story of triumph against the odds. Wherever he goes next, football fans will follow, not just to see his goals, but to feel inspired again. And while we say goodbye to one legend, there's another storm brewing. A different kind of story. The title race. The dream. The pressure. Liverpool fans, this is where your heart rate spikes. So, what exactly has to happen for the Reds to lift the Premier League trophy this weekend? Let's break it down. As it stands, Liverpool are chasing Manchester City and Arsenal, neck and neck in a three-way thriller that has already given us more plot twists than a Hollywood screenplay. For Liverpool to be crowned champions this weekend, first, they must win. No questions asked. Every minute, every tackle, every pass has to scream urgency. They'll need Salah to be in his vintage form, Van Dijk to lead like a general, and Jota or Nunez to bury their chances. But that alone won't be enough, because they'll need help. A lot of it. Arsenal and Manchester City both have to lose their matches. That's the key. A Liverpool win, combined with defeats for both their rivals, would see Klopp's men soar above them and clinch the title. Now, that sounds far-fetched, but this is football. Stranger things have happened. Remember Aguero in 2012? Remember Leicester in 2016? This sport lives for miracles. Liverpool's run has been built on resilience. They've faced injuries, fixture pile-ups, and doubters. But they've fought. Klopp's final season, yes, let's not forget this, adds an emotional layer to the whole affair. If this fairy tale ending happens, it'll be written in gold ink. Imagine the scenes. Anfield in full voice, Klopp doing his trademark fist pumps, fans in tears, players on shoulders, and the city erupting in celebration. That's what's at stake. And if they don't lift it this weekend, it's not over. But it does get harder. The margins are razor thin. Every goal counts. Every yellow card matters. This is where football becomes war, strategic, emotional, and unpredictable. So whether you're an Arsenal fan biting your nails, a Palace supporter relishing in the chaos, a Leicester lover mourning Vardy's exit, or a Liverpool believer hoping for a miracle, this weekend promises fireworks. Real football. Real emotion. This is why we love the game. You come for the goals, you stay for the stories. And here at Soccer Spender, we bring you those stories with the heartbeats behind them. Whether it's financial fallout, player wages, transfer fees, or just the raw power of sport to move us, this channel is where the football soul meets smart money. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe because next week might just be the moment everything changes again. And if Liverpool pull it off, well, you'll want to say you were right here with us when the fairy tale came true. Catch you in the next one.